Hello, Cellmark family, and this is our last address of the year. It's been a very busy year, a lot of great work's happening, a lot of things are happening. I thought it would be appropriate that Daryl and I address the company together at our last address. 2024 planning is heavy underway. Daryl and our teams are globally, we're all working together to kind of plan and put forth a really great 2024, which we'll be going into more detail with everybody shortly. But really want to thank you guys for all the work that you've done in 2023. It's been a great year and a lot of things have been accomplished. And it's encouraging, there's a lot of great opportunities for us to continue to work on. So today, we wanted to unveil we have a theme for next year, and we worked kind of putting this together the last few weeks. Our theme for 2024 is going to officially be Coming Together. And we think that just summarized so much about what our strategy has been, and we're heading in 2024.
Yeah, so from now on, you hear the Beatles song, "Let's Come Together," you're going to know what it's about.
Yep. And it's more than just a phrase. It's really how we want to act and be, and how part of the culture and identity of the company is coming together. And in fact, some of the origins for me, and I'd like to hear why we picked that theme for you and what do you think it means. But for me, it kind of reminds me of the coming together of the original idea of what Cellmark was and the vision we had for creating brands and products in the outdoor space. All the way back to the days where we are now was a cornfield, and all around us there was almost nothing here. There wasn't even a connection to 360 at the time. It was just a dead-end road. And it was that time when we set out with this goal to create a company that was going to be a leader in the outdoor space. And if you look at where we were back in those days, no one in the industry would have thought that we were going to be the next great company. And it's been quite a journey. Back in those days, if people were going to look at where they thought the next great innovation, a great technology, a great company was going to come from, it was going to be like Ivy League, MBAs, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Stanford, these type of people, and backed by venture capitalists out of Chicago, New York, coming in with their fancy big budgets and all this. And what I think is great about the coming together the team, we came together as a team of people from all different backgrounds, walks of life, but from here, locally. And really is that passion and dedication of coming together that gave the spark that led Cellmark to go where it was. It was the connection of our people and ideas to the markets and our customers and working with our partners. That coming together is what really gave birth to the company. So when we're talking about what do we want to do in 24, I was like, man, you know what? When you started talking about how all these things are coming together, I was like, that has always been the key to success for us.
Yeah. So I think James hit on the points of the hard work everybody's put into, and it's been building a little bit of the organizational structure changes that you've seen in the last 2 years. In the last year, I think we've really solidified some of that. That'll help us come together cross-departmentally. And the softwares that we've invested in, as a lot of you have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into SAP, that's one of them. It is the backbone of the company from an ERP standpoint. And then we have multiple softwares that will tie to it. And just recently we invested in Asana, which will be replacing Bluemind as a project management software. The intent of that is to be the glue that holds the organization together on what cascading tasks we all have to accomplish to make our project launches our product launches successful. And hopefully, we get all those working together. We can all come together in one, and that's kind of the pieces. 2024 is a perfect time for that to take place. So it's a fitting thing.
Well, Daryl, it's really exciting to hear, this high-level discussion about Asana and SAP and other systems. But for the people that aren't working it every day, and so much effort has gone into that, I think it's worth going into a little more detail. Tell us a little bit about how SAP, Asana, Power BI, and other things will really come together or bring everybody together in systems and processes and data and information and really make us a world-class company. How's that going to work?
Well, part of the starting out with SAP was to make sure we had data broken down into segments where we can actually utilize it and analyze it to make better business decisions. So SAP breaks it down as far as you would ever want to go. Sometimes very complex, which has made it a headache a little bit. But it is there now. The finance team has been working diligently. The operations team has been working diligently to get things lined up to get 23 in really good shape. So we're set to take off in 2024 with really good, clean data ready to use.
I want to go into a little bit of a little more detail here on a point that I think is important. So when we're looking at all the time and effort that's gone into putting some of these things in place, it's out of context. And we have a lot of people that recently joined the company, and they're seeing now the benefit of some of that work we did. But if you roll back, like the time you first came to the company and we were looking at where we exceeded where we already outgrew all our systems and technology. And we were not going to be able to continue to grow and be successful without a radical change in the way we do things and get that scale in the system. So that decision to invest in SAP was critical. Now, next year, we get to come together with all that effort is finally going to come together and it's going to bring the systems together. That investment, if we didn't make it, we would have to be making that investment in 2024. Right. So everybody that's worked at SAP and where we are now, you don't have to redo that work we did 2 years ago. We invested in it so we can move forward. Same thing with our teams. We know that we have to be laser focused on the customer, and that customer connects with the brand and product specifically. So if we're going to be thinking singularly for connecting how to connect best with that individual customer, and we still need to come together and be tied together, we only can do that with project management globally. We can only do that with systems and processes and teams that communicate. That data and that information, it's not going to work if only one team has that data. We need that data to get to everybody that needs that information.
I think you just said a key word to communication. It's not just the glue that has the task out there, but it should be an avenue for communication so that we can communicate faster, communicate more effectively, meaning all information is needed for the sources because we're not all in the same time zones. That information being stored properly in the right places where people know where to go get it is critical for us so that one side of the world sleeping, this side of the world can continue to work. So we're going to be working hard at getting that software set up so that it works that way, and there will be an implementation team. We'll have our own implementation team here, but Asana will also have a team of professionals helping us get that set up and structured properly so that it can help us with that.
Yeah. So as we grow, we can stay together, so we don't have in a situation that we miss market opportunities and we react slowly. We're really designing this company to be able to continue to grow together and to integrate further and move faster and get more done. Our objective is to be a major force in the industry with new technologies and new brands and products. We want to be the leader, and we are in many aspects, but we can do so much more. And now that we have this foundation, as we come together, we start seeing bigger and more results. There'll be a lot to learn, I'm sure. We'll find out that there's even more opportunities as we get past the systems inside. So, those are the people in the market in the company that are looking forward, like looking out to new markets, new products. We are going to be really wanting to elevate our ability to bring those products, those technologies to market globally. So that's what coming together is about, and can't wait to see it in action. That's great. It's all coming together in 24. SAP, the data is going to get to the teams to use it. Our teams are going to be process driven and focused on taking care of our customers and working together. So at a big level, we're also wanting to come together globally. We're not just one location anymore. We haven't been for a while. We are very much one family globally. So for the folks in Europe and the folks in Asia and the folks in Rhode Island, you are all part of our family and a part of this journey, and we all are coming together. So we're going to be working pretty hard in 24 to do some structural things and systems and processes globally, so that will become more felt and be seen more. So
I think it's good to add that SAP will be implementing globally. That'll be both in Bulgaria and Thailand. It's already in Rhode Island. The project management software will be global. It'll go across the whole company in the piece. So yeah,
that's great. So 2024 is going to be a great year. Continue work hard planning. I can't wait to see us all come together and make 2024 the best year yet.
Agreed.
Come together.